Internet peoples? Hey, on the Artistic Biker Live, one of the things that I try to do every week is I try to practice some kind of technique for myself. As well as capturing memories and as well as capturing a little bit of humor, I try to capture some kind of technique. I try to practice a little bit in my journal. At least once a year, I try to do a portrait. This was the week that I did a portrait. And I want you to remember not to compare your ability to draw faces to my ability to draw faces, to his ability to draw faces, or her ability to draw faces, because I've drawn a lot of faces. With my 100 days of faces to my almost nightly faces, I've drawn a lot of faces. I've done a lot of practice. I've put a lot of effort into trying to get better, faster. But one of the things that is true about every one of the faces that I've drawn is the basic dimensions. And so we're going to go over that tonight and help you get started on how to draw a face, how to sketch a face. Right off the bat, what I'd like you to notice is that I've already done an oval in the paint using the folds in the paper. I'm kind of using the folds in the paper as a guideline to what I'm going to do. So the oval shape for the head comes from the paint, and the guideline, I'm using the fold in the paper as a guideline. And look at what I'm doing as I'm marking along. I'm just putting in some guide marks where the tops of the ears are going to be, where the eyes are going to be, where the chin is going to be, where the nose is going to be. And again, notice I'm using the paint and the fold in the paper. I'm looking at the picture and I'm noticing where the hairline is going to be. In this case, a hat, because I'm bald. But as we progress, watch how I continue to adjust what I'm doing based on those marks. Right there, you can see I used the tops of the ears where I drew in the facial mark for where the eyes were going to be, and then I go around and I start darkening in the lines that matter. And you can see I've got the highlight marked so that you can see it as I see it in my head when I'm drawing it. And I'm using I'm using the existing paint and the folds in the paper as the guideline. Drawing in the hat here as if it were hair, because again, I'm bald. I'm trying to figure out, as every time I make a mark, I'm trying to think ahead to see where the next mark is going to be in relation to the halfway point, the third point, and all the other stuff. As we go through, and since I've already drawn the ears in, it makes it easier to figure out where the eyes are going to be and where the nose and the chin is going to be. As you can see, the head is 5 eyes wide. The eye sockets are halfway through the outside orbits and the full eye socket inside, and that gives me an idea of where to put the eyebrows. So once I draw the eyebrows in, I have a pretty good idea where to start sketching in the eyeglasses, the eyes, where to put the tip of the nose. All of those markers give me the point where to go next. Now, one thing I'm doing along the way is I'm not only am I putting in the basic shapes, I am also looking for the specific details that will make this look like me. So if you're going to make a sketch that's supposed to look like a specific person, be sure and notate the specific details that's going to make it look like that particular person. Where the hairline's going to be, where the eyebrows are going to touch, where the creases in the forehead. And you'll see as we go through, I'm making a point to not just mark in what I know is supposed to go where, based on the basic basic divisions of the face, but I'm also looking for details that are specific to me, like the style of glasses, where the eye fits into the glasses in the particular image that I'm using, the wrinkles around the eye, where the reflection is inside the eye, where the eyelid lands. But for the basic sketch, for the basic face of the sketch, notice the eye still lands on that line. From the top of the ear to the top of the ear, the eye still lands on that line. The eye socket, the outside eye is, the head is 5 eyes wide, the outside eye is split in half, the inner eye is complete, the eye socket fills that area. And you'll see that that measurement lets me see where to put the nose, because halfway from the eyes to the chin is where the nose goes. halfway from the chin to the, or halfway from the tip of the nose to the mouth is where or from the chin is where the top of the mouth is. So here you should be able to see where I've got the markers back in to put the rest of the stuff in. So they're going to just sketch in a nose. It's really hard to wait for the video to catch up with the voiceover because it drives me nuts. I really don't have the patience for this. I hope that you do. Maybe I should get another cup of coffee. I'm going to add a little shading as we go along, and then you can see I'm using the markers to sketch in where the faces go. Now here's your basic face. You have the eyes along from the top of the ears, 5 eyes wide. You have the eyes, you have the nose, you have the mouth. There's your basic face. Now let's start looking for the features that are specific to your specimen. For instance, I have these creases around my cheeks that have a specific shape. I have a dimple. I have a beard. I have a mustache. I have a crease at the bottom of my lip. I have a crease in my ear. Let's take a moment and let's look at the things that are specific to me that will make this face look different from all of the other faces that you're going to draw. These are just some basic things. The crow's feet, the wrinkles that you can see, the hairline, the creases in the ear. These are the features. Once you get the basic basic elements of the face in the place where they're supposed to go, then you start adding in. You start looking for the specific features, the features that are specific to the specimen that you're drawing. So there you have it. That's really how you draw a face. And from that point on, you know everything you know. From that point on, it's just practice. Thank you very much.